All right, here we go. Welcome into the show. This is Philadelphia Eagles Now. I'm Chase Sr. Once again coming at you from the site of the 2024 NFL Combine here in Indianapolis. Appreciate everybody for rocking and rolling with us. Hope all of you out there having a fantastic weekend. We're running on fumes here at Chat Sports in Indianapolis. It's been a really busy week. Hope everybody has enjoyed the coverage, though. And if you have, make sure you hit that thumbs up icon, like the video, and subscribe to the channel to support the show. And here's what we have coming up. A lot of buzz here at the NFL Combine that the Eagles are poking around and could trade for Broncos All-Pro safety Justin Simmons. According to a source as well, the only top 30 visit that Iowa cornerback safety hybrid Cooper DeJean has set right now is with the Eagles, and Oklahoma offensive tackle Tyler Guyton, who Lane Johnson really likes, Trent Williams really likes. Williams, Johnson both went to Oklahoma and starred there. Also has a top 30 visit set with Philadelphia following the NFL Combine. Let's start off, though, with this Justin Simmons trade buzz here. Chad Forbes with this tweet last night, Justin Simmons to the Eagles has some buzz. And in talking around with some people here, nobody said specifically that Howie Roseman is going to deal for Justin Simmons. But we know that Howie Roseman is really aggressive, and the word is that Philadelphia could make some moves here. This comes on the heels of the news yesterday that we talked about here on the show as the Eagles released safety Kevin Byard. So Kevin Byard, Justin Simmons, same position, and that move for Philadelphia freed up $13.7 million on the salary cap. Simmons has long been one of the best safeties in the NFL. A ball hawk, really physical, team leader, team captain with Denver. Of course, overlapped with Vic Fangio, and Fangio was the head coach there with Denver. Third-round pick in 2016 out of Boston College. And 5 straight years as an All-Pro or a Pro Bowler. He's been a 4-time second-team All-Pro in 4 of the last 5 years. So that's a long sample size of him continuing to produce really, really good results. NFL interceptions co-leader in 2022 alongside CJ Gardner-Johnson with the Eagles. Buzz here that the Eagles could be interested in him once again in free agency after he signed that 1-year deal with Detroit. The issue with Simmons, there's maybe a couple. He's 30 years old. He's going to be 31 years old in November, so certainly starting to age a little bit. That hasn't impacted the play, but as we know in the NFL, that can really happen overnight. 2024 is the final year of his 4-year, $61 million contract. In a way, that fits the Howie Roseman mold. Doesn't have to worry about the long-term dollars. This is a player that could impact Philadelphia right now and move the needle for this defense as the Eagles desperately need some safety help. Does have a cap hit, though, of $18 million this upcoming season. But again, what's important here, you're not worried about the long-term financial implications with a player like Justin Simmons. And after the Eagles let go of Kevin Byard, the Eagles now have $40+ million in cap space coming up. And there's that level of familiarity that he has with Vic Fangio as they overlapped in Denver, and Justin Simmons was playing well for the Denver Broncos when Fangio was the defensive coordinator there. So with that, let's ask you this. This will be today's poll question and the pin comment on today's video here on Eagles Now. Should the Birds trade for Justin Simmons? Give me a T for trade, P for pass. Let me know down in the comment section. Also, make sure you sign up with Prize Picks, #1 daily fantasy sports app in North America. $100 deposit match at prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS. Daily fantasy sports made easy. You choose more or less on a projected stat line for a player, and you can win up to 25 times your money. Now, football season is in the rear view. We're looking ahead to the 2024 NFL offseason. This is also why you subscribe, because free agency gets underway not this upcoming week, but the week after that. But playoff basketball is on the horizon. Tournament basketball on the horizon. Get involved with Prize Picks right now. A couple of days left of the NFL Scouting Combine. You can also put some selections down on 40-yard dashes, more or less. So prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS. Next up, Cooper DeJean. According to a source close to the Iowa cornerback safety, the only top 30 visit he has set right now is with the Philadelphia Eagles. On top of the Eagles being interested, the Niners, Seahawks, Saints, and Packers have also shown interest in a really intriguing player in this 2024 draft class. Just think about it. Get ready for the Coop chants at Lincoln Financial Field, and there will be so many t-shirts made with Cooper DeJean references. A white corner in Philadelphia, the city's going to go crazy with this. Here's the question, though, in all seriousness. Is Cooper DeJean a corner? Is he a safety? He played both at Iowa under Kirk Ferentz, who is a terrific defensive mind. Iowa, year in, year out, always has one of the best defenses in college football. If he plays corner, he's a rare member of the White Safety Corner Club, or White Corner Club. Shout out to Rashad Mendenhall for that. Cooper DeJean might be the guy holding it down on the outside if that's the case. But he's athletic, he's really twitchy, has really good burst, very good ball skills and instincts. I like his experience playing corner and safety, but he provides you with special teams coverage and special teams ability as well. And he's a really, really confident dude. In high school, growing up, he played football, he played basketball, he played baseball. He was an all-around, just athletic stud. And he goes to Iowa, really started to turn some heads as a very, very good athlete. So Philadelphia clearly showing some interest here. We've talked about some of the formal meetings that the Eagles have had with a lot of prospects here in Indianapolis. That's not always an indication as to whether or not the Eagles are in on a player, if they're going to draft that player. But with that being said, of course, it does play a role in the pre-draft process. These top 30 visits are important. Teams and athletes don't oftentimes waste their time. You got to fly a player to your practice facility. You have to spend the time meeting with them in the lead up to the NFL draft at the end of April in Detroit. And the top 30 visits are oftentimes players that Philadelphia really, really likes and other teams across the NFL really, really like. So Cooper DeJean, top 30 visit with the Birds. The same can also be said for Tyler Guyton. He told Chat Sports he has a top 30 visit set with the Philadelphia Eagles following the Combine as well. Offensive tackle from Oklahoma. He started in 10 games this past year, a TCU transfer. And he is a grader in the run game and has all of the intangibles, all of the athleticism, all of the traits that you see in a Pro Bowl right tackle in this league. Lane Johnson went to Oklahoma, starred there, and right now is the best right tackle in the game, a potential future Hall of Fame tackle in the National Football League. Big fan of what Tyler Guyton has been able to do throughout his entire college career. So the Eagles here, all throughout the last few days, all of these different positions have met with the media, defensive line, corners, running backs, wide receivers, quarterbacks, offensive line, all the positions across the board, right? And the Eagles have met with a lot of safeties. They've met with a lot of corners. We know that Howie Roseman always invests in the offensive line as well, and that's why Tyler Guyton, I think, is a player to watch at number 22. Cooper DeJean is a player to watch at number 22 as well. A lot of mock drafts had Cooper DeJean going a little bit earlier, unable to work out here at the NFL Combine because I think of a little bit of a hamstring issue, so he's not running, but he's going to try, according to a source, to conduct his own pro day so that he can provide some athletic testing numbers to other teams across the National Football League. So that does it here from Indianapolis, site of the 2024 NFL Scouting Combine. Really appreciate everybody who supported the show all throughout this past week, able to give you a lot of great interviews, insight, inside sources, and Howie Roseman, Nick Sirianni on the show here on Eagles Now. Not this next week, but the week after that, the start of NFL free agency. And with Howie Roseman having to make over basically this entire Eagles defense, which was a disaster in 2023, I think he's going to be busy on that side of the ball. And I think that on the offensive side of the ball, they're going to tinker a little bit. Eagles are in a really good spot, more than $40 million in cap space without any contract extensions or restructures, which could then inflate that number even more. And the Eagles understand they have an opportunity here in 2024 to be a Super Bowl contender. I'm seeing Howie walk around, Nick Sirianni walk around, the entire Eagles coaching staff. They seem to be confident in their ability to get back on track, understanding that what happened at the end of last year is unacceptable. It's not the standard for what Eagles fans expect. But as we talked about on Super Bowl Radio Row with Jordan Mailata and other players and other people around the Philadelphia Eagles, Britton Covey being one of them as well, they believe that the Eagles have a lot of talented premier players on this team that allows them to compete in a wide open NFC coming up here in 2024. This has been Philadelphia Eagles Now. We're signing off from Indianapolis here from the NFL Scouting Combine. Going to go over to Lucas Oil Stadium and catch some drills right now, hop on a flight, rest up on Sunday. We're back in the studio on Monday. Peace.